The 2022 NFL season will be here before you know it, and this one is highly anticipated. Tom Brady's back, Aaron Rodgers is still in Green Bay, and the AFC is looking like the best conference in football. So, of course, we bring in the best sports betting analysts we know, Sammy P, to talk regular season win totals. Sammy, what are the projections for some of these marquee teams in the league? We talked Brady, we talked Rodgers, and also, where do the odds makers have the Patriots landing?
Top teams, you have Buffalo, Tampa Bay, they're at 11.5. Then a little bit down, you've got the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs, they're at 11. And then 10.5, you've got the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. As for the Patriots, remember, last year 10-7, the win total is 8.5. Which seems a little low, but if you're an odds maker, you look around the AFC and you look at all the talent that has joined that conference.
Right.
I think the odds makers feel like everybody else got better, at least at the top, and the Patriots really haven't gotten better.
Right. And the Patriots, they did hit the over last season, but just like you said, the AFC is a way different conference this upcoming season than it was last season. All right, Sammy, what are the Patriots' odds to make the playoffs this season?
They are an underdog again. Last year they were about plus 115 to make the playoffs, and that was when Cam Newton was cut. By the time we knew Mac Jones would start, it was about even money. So it was basically a coin flip. Well, this year the books are betting against the Patriots. Minus 160, they will miss it. Plus 130, they will make it. So 100 wins you 130. They can still make the playoffs. They can still win 9 games. I think the AFC East is very important here because we know who the clear-cut favorite is.
Yep.
It's a race for second place. I think whoever comes in second makes the postseason.
Okay, speaking of the AFC East race, the race went down to the wire last season between Buffalo and New England. Mac Jones, though, is coming into his second year. He's obviously going to get better, but of course the Buffalo Bills are the favorite, just like you mentioned. If you walk up to the window, are the Bills still the best play to win the division?
Sure, but they're the most expensive. I mean, minus 225 around that number, so you lay 225 to win 100. I would argue that could be relatively cheap. I mean, it could be minus 300.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet minus 300, but you look at Miami and New England, they're flawed football teams. They can be good teams, but they're not great football teams. And Buffalo could very easily, given all the talent they have and the additions they've already brought in, like Von Miller, they could win 13 games this year. So I wouldn't bet against Buffalo. I think Miami and New England are both around 9 wins, give or take. Buffalo 12 or 13. If I find a 3 or 4 win gap, I'm laying Buffalo. Minus 225 is expensive, but it might not be expensive enough.
All right, not expensive enough. What is expensive for you?
A new purse.
Okay, get me a new purse.
We'll see.
All right, NFL season's going to be a great one coming up this fall. Thanks, Sammy.
Thank you.